So what's been the biggest challenge for you
Biggest
in
challenge.
your career? Like, is it being a woman? Is it being a black woman? Is it being from a HBCU? Like, what would you say?
When I first started, you know, I'm trying to learn everything, but I'm learning from men that's been doing it for years, and you gotta try to find your niche and your lane.
Yeah.
It's become natural for me, but the hardest part is finding what works. I realize that people think I'm funny, whatever. So I'm like, okay, well, let me make sure I, you know, don't hold back, you know, which is hard for me to hold back anyway. But I think it was just finding my own lane.
Yeah.
And the whole Dominique the thing came from MySpace. I was interning in the studio, and they're kind of like, hey, you girl, you gonna talk, you know, what's your name? And I'm like, Dominique the Diva. They're like, that's too long. I'm like, that's my MySpace name. What do you want me to?
Yeah.
Kind of just rolled with it, and I decided I wanted to keep it because you remember it. You might feel a way about it or whatever. You might only remember Dominique. You might only remember Diva, but you remember something about that, and that's exactly what I'm reaching for.
Yeah.
No, people don't try to censor me. However, I do feel like there's always going to be that type of double standard where a guy can get away with saying whatever. We love Charlamagne.
That's culturally.
We love Charlamagne. We love everything that he says. Some of the things that he says, I couldn't say. They would be like, oh my God. And that is exactly why I say exactly what I want to say. Because women, we feel a certain way sometimes, and we should be able to say it like it is too. So they don't really try to censor me, but that's probably coming soon. And I'll just deal.
So you're like the female Charlamagne.
I don't want to say female Charlamagne because then he's going to give me the donkey of the day, and then we going to have to run. No, I'm just playing. But I just want to make sure people, I'm not censoring myself. You know, I just want to, you know, say exactly how it is.
Yeah.
And I believe that's the only way to do it, is to stay authentic and true to yourself. And if, you know, you don't like it, it's some other person you can listen to, I guess. I don't know.
So when it comes to social media, is there anything that frustrates you about the way people use it?
Anything that frustrates me about social media? Yeah, it's, the only thing is, not career-wise, but just
in general.
In general, the girls, the Instagram girls or models. Also, the fact that it's a lot of different gossip sites now. And they're just all posting the same thing. That's kind of frustrating sometimes. But the most, I don't know. I'm such an advocate for social media that any of the
shenanigans,
I'm just like, whatever. You know, it is annoying. And I even had an Instagram video about it one time. Like, put some clothes on. Like, you're doing a lot for 100 likes. You know, you don't have to do that. If you guys want to see me in my underwear, then you're going to have to be the chosen one, but you're not going to see it on Instagram for free, okay? You're just not going to do it. So that's the only thing that I would say. It gives certain females, just a way to just show their bodies off, I guess. I don't know what their goal is with that. I can't relate.
Followers,
you know? I guess, yeah. I can't really relate to those type of girls because I've never been that way. Once you look that way or a guy thinks that you are that way, it's very hard for us to come back from that. A lot of women will, you know, if they had what's the right word? If they're pretty, you know, promiscuous past, if you will, or if they set the tone for that, and then you want to be taken seriously in a business aspect, it's hard. It's hard to do that. So I've never even wanted to go that route. I felt like at an early age, I pretty much learned, you know, like I want to be respected by everyone. As soon as a dude can say, oh, Dom, man, my homeboy, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Because they might take you seriously, but maybe to a certain extent because his homeboy got you on tape and it's whatever. So I never wanted to go that route at all, or just, I can't relate to whatever.
Do you ever get that situation where like celebrities try to push up on you?
I mean, maybe sometimes, but you know, I push them right back. You know what I'm saying? Unless they cute. I'm just playing. No, I don't know. No, not sometimes, but nothing too crazy. You just put them back in line.
Yeah. Coming from Richmond.
Rich what?
Richmond.
Which what?
What movie is that?
That's like one of those football movies.
No, that's the one with
Denzel in it or something, with the football players, Titans or something.
The basketball
coach. Oh, the basketball one, Mr. Carter.
Coach Carter.
Yeah, every time someone says Richmond, I'm like, Rich what? Yeah, I don't know. It's my thing. I don't think anyone else in Richmond does that. They're probably so mad at me right now. Like, why is she repping us like that? No, girl.
I did not say that.
Anyway.
But you've come a long way in your career and your journey. I think we all have certain qualities or characteristics that really make us who we are and take us to where we're going. What would you say the number one factor to your success has been so far?
The number one factor to my success, I guess, is just staying focused and grounded. Like I said, my mom is a really big influence on me, and she's just always been in my corner and been in my ear. I think it's her and my great grandmother, but I mean, they just keep me very humble. My circle of friends, I have like 5 friends, and they all live in different states. So if I'm traveling, I'm probably going to see them, like close best friends. And we really, like, I wish there could be like a TV show about this. And I know every girl says this about their group of friends, but like, they're all doing great things in different cities. They're all, bosses. So it's very great to surround yourself with people that are like, because you only have, you only can go forward. If you hanging out with someone all day that's not doing nothing all day, then y'all ain't do nothing all day, and you just messed up a perfectly day that could have been, productive. Right. So my friends and my family, they really do just push me. And even if they hear stuff or, when they're out with me and people are like, oh, let's take pictures, and they like, you want pictures with Dee? I'm still Dee to them, and they're just like, what? My friend does hair in Richmond, and she's like, oh, the girl is like, oh my God, I can't believe you really know her. And my friend is like, what? She is nobody. So I need those people in my life to keep me going and still be able to say, you better get in here and take this trash out, DominiqueDaDiva. So I guess that's the thing that really keeps me going, is being able to do what I love and staying grounded and with the people that matter the most.
Absolutely.
Having a tight circle is definitely what it is.
That's so important. I've really tried to implement that philosophy in my life this year too. Just really cutting people off.
Yes, you have to cut it off. You got to can't sometimes.
Unfollow people.
Listen,
I'm sorry.
Okay.
It gets messy.
Don't take it personal. Right. I got to do this for me.
I just can't subscribe to what you selling.
Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Talk about it.
That's all it is.
Yeah, some people will feel a way about it, but you just have to really do what's best for you. I've pretty much surrounded myself with like-minded people. I love it when someone is working for something. I don't care what you're working towards. You know what I'm saying? I just think that you should always have something that you are striving towards every day. I don't know how people just stay content.
Right.
With whatever they're doing.
I saw you're really cool with ShineHard brother, Rob Hill Sr.
Yes, Rob. That's my main man. Yes. He's a very good friend of mine.
Cool.
Very good person to have around. Very inspirational, Absolutely. Of course.
Always gems.
Always dropping gems. So he's a good friend of mine, too. Cool. And Jay Murphy, I think he's ShineHard.
Yeah,
that's the homie. He did the daggone thing. He overseas. Overseas, rocking crowds crazy.
I was like, oh.
Yes, Jay is awesome. A great personality. Very outgoing guy. Yeah. So it's nothing but great things for him. For both of them, Rob and Jay.
And that's kind of what I want to do with the ShineHard family, is really just bring a group of exclusive, talented, positive,
thank you so much
people, and put everyone in a pot and say, hey guys, let's work together. Let's change the world.
Yeah, you have to. You have to build, have those relationships. Yeah. You have to just pull each other up, and you have to shine light on it. And so I'm so happy that you're doing this, because a lot of times, especially if you watch the news all day, or if you see all the drama all day, it's a lot of negativity out there, and a lot of times they don't shine on the youth that are doing something positive and are, trying to change their world in their own little way, and whatever your field is. Yeah. And so I think it's great that you're doing this. I wish that more people did it all the time. And
what would you say is an end goal for you? I know you're here and this is your dream job. Is there more? I mean, I know you said
Definitely.
A TV station, but is it like a radio host? Like, I mean, TV host like Park? Or?
I'm working on a few things right now. Yeah. And of course, I want to do radio in a top 10 market, top 5. Number 1, actually. No.
What, Los Angeles, New York, what, Chicago?
I will be, I don't know what I can say.
Yeah. You want to grow, and there's nothing wrong with that.
But, I'll be growing. And I will be venturing into TV and hosting. They don't have 106 in Park anymore. I'm pretty sad about that. 106 in Park is gone. It's been gone. He's been gone. Dang, you ain't watched this free. And AJ, you asking about Bow Wow. Let me update you. He think Rap City the Basement still on. I'm just kidding. No, but I definitely want to do television. I want to do hosting, and my goal is to do radio in a top 5 market, and I plan to be doing that in the very near future. Cool. So as soon as I can tell y'all more, I will tell you guys first.
Because we have the ShineHard family news too.
Oh, so we have the family news. Well, I will hit you with the breaking news when it's ready, but I can't talk about it just yet.
Send me the text.
I'll send you the text.
What advice would you give to the VSU Trojans, to the young people that want to get into radio?
I try to make it my business to visit schools every semester. I do come back to Virginia State often. Shout out to Dr. Johnson at VSU in the Mass Comm department. But I always tell them how important it is to get experience, intern. A lot of times you might go to school, you'll go to college for 4 years, and here you are with this nice 4-year college degree, and you've never stepped foot in a station or that place of business, no matter what your field is. So it's really important for them to get that experience. Every time I go talk to a college student or class, I always tell them, make sure you apply for that internship, and once you get that internship, you milk it. You treat it like a job. You treat it like your baby, because it's going to be other people in the program or in the building that wants it. It's about who wants it the most, and I know that I want it the most. So that's how you have to feel, when you go in there. You can have this beautiful degree, and they will say, okay, well, have you ever been in a studio? So it's very important for them to get that experience. If they're looking to try to get on air, I would say learn the board. As soon as you get up in the studio, try to learn the board, because after board hopping, it's talking in the mic, and boom. That's pretty much how it happened with me. And I was, in the studio, and they were like, hey, such and such is broadcasting live. Can you do it? And the guy's like, she can do it. And I'm like, I don't know how to do this, but I bet I know how to do it now. That it's like, fire. Don't mess up. And that's just kind of how it went. And after that, it was like, okay, now talk.
Right.
So anyone who's trying to get into radio, if you're going to school for it, definitely try to get the experience any way that you can. There's a lot of different ways to do that nowadays, and people have their own radio shows or internet shows.
Is there a traditional way to get into this
commercial radio? I would say intern. I know with iHeartMedia you have to be going to school for a degree in order to be in our internship program, but once you get in there, just to milk it as much as you can. Try to gain as many contacts as you can, and try to just learn as much as you can hands-on. That's exactly what I did, and they offered me the weekend shift, and be willing to pay your dues for a while, as they say. You kind of just have to show that you're on a team. I'm down, I'm here, I'm trying to be a part of this. I'm pulling my weight. I'm coming up with different ideas, creative ideas. I'm trying to push, figure out different ways we can connect with our target audience or listeners. So if you, get your internship and you try to milk it that way, great things are going on.
That concludes my questions for this week's ShineHard conversation.
Oh, so I passed.
You passed.
The test.
I didn't say you passed.
Okay.
You passed.
But I passed. I passed.
So thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. Is this the time where I plug all my stuff?
Yeah. Where can we find you?
You can find me on DominiqueDaDiva.com. You can find me on Instagram, DominiqueDaDiva. Everything is DominiqueDaDiva. I even just got Periscope.
Yeah.
Do you have Periscope?
No,
yet?
I haven't.
It's so much fun.
Really? What is it?
It's basicly you're broadcasting live from your phone, but the quality is great, and you don't have to have Wi-Fi. You can really just literally
so it's a radio app.
Broadcast anyways. Well, I guess you're literally broadcasting. It's video.
Okay.
So, you gotta get that.
It's like Snapchat.
No, because Snapchat's only 15 minutes. You can do a full broadcast. So every Monday at 10, I have something called Unfiltered with Diva. Okay. And you can tune in on your phone, and it's me unfiltered.
You're everywhere.
So it's just like you have to get Periscope. So you guys can find me, DominiqueDaDiva.com. Has all of my links, and I will see you guys there.
Salute. Thanks, Dom.